that keyboard up since I shouldn't be using it. Come back to Zoom. Oh, I don't. Oh my God, I'm hitting everything with the right. All right, record. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Attitude Era Wrestling Review Podcast, where tonight we will be continuing our end of the year rankings for 1997. If anything in this planet would go right today, I would just be ecstatic. But yeah, end of the year rankings 1997. If you're watching on YouTube, you understand what just happened. Ah, that's right. We are doing our super rankings for end of the year. We got through Stone Cold, DDP, Disco Idiot, and Shawn Michaels last week. And just to well, no, let's just do introductions first before I jump into this. You know, my shirt says I'm literally the worst. I'm actually the worst. And I'm starting to think that's true for my existence today. But of course, I am your 1, 2, 3 almost. Voting is taking place right now for Armchair Booker of the Year. It's through the end of October. Go to www.madeupawards.gov and search for Armchair Booker of the Year and vote for me. That's right. I'm Drew. And as always, with me, my tag team partner, the man with the velvet vocal cords, the man who makes me sad because I can't see him tonight because a stupid cat chewed up his camera. Arnold. Arnold, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well, despite health issues.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Arnold may sound a little sick tonight, so he'll get over it. He's not dying. He's just he's selling right now, and he's gonna fire up for a comeback here in a few
Right,
days.
kicking out at 2.
That's right. All right. So end of the year rankings. Let's just go ahead and remind our listeners how we ranked them. 10 points in each category, 5 categories. So a total of 50 from me, 50 from Arnold. Total possible score of 100. And I think, did we say we could give zeros? I mean, nobody gave
Yeah,
Disco Idiot a 0, so I'm just saying. So,
yeah, fair enough.
well, I don't know. If you want to do 0, do a 0. I don't care. But we're going to do the one in ring work, mic skills, look, gimmick, and booking. 10 points each category. Let's see the rankings from last week. We have number 1, probably no surprise out of the 4 we did, Shawn Michaels with a 94, almost perfect score. Number 2, Stone Cold with an 80, DDP with a 74, and bringing up the rear, Disco Inferno with a 39. I like those. I think the one that surprised me was how close DDP and Stone Cold were. I thought that I didn't think it'd be that close. I really
Right.
thought I really thought Stone Cold would be a little higher, but it is only 97. I think that might change next year. We'll see. All right, so we're going to start off tonight with a tag team that we almost did last week, but came back. I said, no, let's just save it for this week because we ran like an hour and a half last week. So, or last time, whatever that was, 2, 3 weeks ago, whatever. It doesn't matter. Pull the curtain back, whatever. All right, but we're going to do our first tag team, and that is going to be the staple from WCW, those awesome brothers from Harlem, the Harlem Heat.
Can't see it right now, but I'm raising the roof.
I'm doing the spin Rooney in my. YouTube's over here going, bullshit. They're sitting there. Well, they can't see you. They're looking at him. That fat ass ain't doing that spinner, Rooney. Ha 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 ha. All right. So let's just start off. Tag team. Like I said, this is them together. So either however you want to do it, doesn't matter to me. However you want to think of it, but it is as a team. So don't count their
As a team.
slight individual work. All right.
Huh?
Arnold, since you're awesome, I will let you go first and tell me what you think about Harlem Heat's in-ring work.
In-ring work. Well, they're brothers. They probably grew up doing this and getting in trouble for it. Or beating up people at school and whatnot. Talking about a team in WCW that's, consistently in the talks for the belts. And now they got Miss Jackie, which cool, a little bit extra people. I'm gonna give it a 5. I really enjoy watching Harlem Heat in the ring.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll cut that out. Let's start all that over again because nobody heard a word of that. Maybe YouTube. I don't know, but the podcast didn't. So,
Oh,
Arnold, tell me what you think about Harlem Heat's in ring work.
all right. So, like I said, these guys are brothers. So it's one of those things. They, probably grew up doing this, wrestling each other all the time, things like that. And of course, got into it as a team. Fantastic in ring work, in my opinion. Uh I'm gonna give them a 5 for ring work. Like I enjoy watching Harlem Heat in the ring every time they're in the ring.
Okay. And if you're listening home about ready to scream through your roof and didn't listen or don't remember what we said with episode 1, there's nothing wrong with a 5. It's middle of the road. It's average. There is nothing wrong when you're ranking out of 10 to
Oh
give
shoot, it
someone
is out of 10, isn't it?
You were joined.
I was doing it out of 5.
All right.
Wow.
All right. All right. So, Arnold, for the third time, tell us what you
Take 3.
take. So, what do you want to score them on a scale of 1 to 10?
There we go. Now we are. I'm not explaining myself again, podcast land. So yeah, we're gonna give them a 9 because 5 is way too low.
I was wondering. I was going to argue with you, but I'm like, okay. He seems set. I'm like, he thinks they're just average. I thought he was pretty high on them, but all right.
I'm sitting there, 5. I love these guys.
I was wondering because you were like all like slobbering over him, and then you gave him a 5, and I'm like, damn, that's harsh. But
The
9,
wrestling judge.
yeah. Oh, he do so good too. Stop. Um, yeah, these two are smooth in the ring. They go well together. Their finishing moves as a tag team gel well together, even with their single stuff when they, pull it out together. They get when I say they get along, I mean their chemistry in ring is, almost perfect at this point because God knows how long they've been doing it. I don't know if I can go a 9. I'll probably go an 8 because you've got one who's a lot better in ring than the other one. I won't say which way that is, but
Fair.
I think we all know Booker T is the star of that team. But nothing to sneeze at, an 8. All right.
Fair.
Nope. I think it's perfectly fair. I think it's 9 and 8. I think it's a good score for them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mic skills. Again, this is for both of them. Granted that one of them usually does most of the talking, but I'm going to have to count both of them here. So let's just be honest. Booker T's the mouthpiece for them.
Oh, hands down.
For the team. Stevie Ray says some words, but Booker T is the mouthpiece. He's the talker. He's amazing on the mic. But it is for both of them. So Stevie Ray, he's not bad. Like if I was giving him just a score, it would probably be 5, 4, maybe a 5.
Mm.
Not good on the ring, but then you got Booker T. I'd probably give an 8. So that averages out to a 6. I'm going to give him a 6. I'm going to do it that way. You know what? I'm going to bump it up to a 7 because Stevie or Booker T does do most of the talking. I'll give him an extra point for that. I'm
There
going
you
to go
go.
7.
That'll work. Honestly, I mean, that mirrors my score. It is going to be a 7. Like, because I mean, we're doing it as a team. Like you said, yeah, like Booker does most of the talking. And so much so that, we got a meme out of it we still enjoy today.
If you know, you know.
hmm And yeah, so I mean, even outside of that, like, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's typical tag team fare, like you usually got your mouthpiece, usually I mean, I guess in wrestling terms, smaller usually. Then you just got the big, scary, giant, meaty man who's just kind of standing there and flexing into the camera, or he might give you a dirty look, or he might growl and sweat a lot. It depends on the team. And I mean, that's basically what you get here with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at
Absolutely not.
all.
It's kind
All
of
right.
boring after a while if they both talk.
Yeah. All right, Arnold. Well, let's move right along and tell me what you think of Harlem Heat's look. Like
Their look,
this is the in-ring gear, their overall appearance, everything.
oh gosh, yeah, they are definitely a tag team. I
Yeah,
mean, I
they
don't
got
know.
some really weird twins.
Right. I'm not sure what you can say about that in a way, because I mean, if they had a thing kind of like Fire and Ice did, where it's like, one's wearing like even if they still do the fire thing, but like one's wearing like black tights, maybe the other guy has on the red. Kind of, well, obviously you could tell the two apart, so it's not like you'd really need to go that far with it. But it's just like there's too much sameness for me, if that makes sense. Like,
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go with a 5 because I mean, especially we're talking late 90s. Like it's kind of hard to be excuse me. Not to say it can't pull it off, but it's just kind of hard to judge the look
Oh,
like
I,
that.
I understand. I wasn't going to go much higher. I was I was going to go a 5, but then I remembered that they have that little ring there where the uniform hooks together, and I always thought that was very unique. Never saw anybody else have that. So again, I'm going to give him a bonus point and give him a 6.
There
It's
you go.
it's nothing blown out of the water. Like, oh my god, have you seen what they're wearing to the ring this week? I mean, it's not the same thing every week. They do have like variants of it, but it is the a variant of the same thing.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and kudos for a fire and ice reference. Wow, God, who remembers when we used to have to talk about that? Thank God we don't.
It's funny. I saw a reel with them in it the other day. That's the only reason it was still kind of fresh.
God, I remember when they broke up and they had that like 2 month long feud of just boring.
That was hilarious.
God, I can't remember who. I can't remember who they were, like their real names now.
Well, Scott Norton was one of them, right? And then
Yes,
I can't remember the other dude.
yeah, he's not around any longer.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, Norton was ice. Was he fire?
Fire.
Fire.
Mhm.
Oh God, who cares? Good Lord, who cares? Oh my God, who cares? All right, but yeah, I like that ring. It was unique. I'm going to give him a bonus point. Arnold, Harlem Heat as a gimmick.
Oh man. Where do we start? I think we know where I'm going here. It's a promotion out of the South. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that was a thing before they got there. So it's like, okay, cool. But, same thing. Um, I'm just going to come out and say it. Y'all can be mad if you want to. Got a couple of black guys. Okay, cool. These guys can wrestle. You guys are from Harlem now. Practically. Um, I mean, the gimmick in itself, though, it could sell. Like, if there's a house show coming to my area and they're like, hey, Harlem, he's going to be there. I'm probably going to show up because that would be awesome. I see these guys on TV every week. Um, like I said, they're constantly, in the at least hunt. So they got to be getting over somewhere. So as far as the gimmick itself, like I said, you see kids raising the roof all Monday long. Um, I'll be honest, I'll give them an 8 because I mean, at least in my opinion, for me, representation's everything, and at least at the time, it seemed like wrestlers of color, if you will, were getting a little bit more going for them in WCW as opposed to the WWF at the time, unless
What?
you're
What?
Farouk.
What? I was going with Akeem the Dream.
Oh man, no, that's the goat right there.
Lord. uh, yeah, I think, yeah, this is one where your background, that's a horrible way to put it. Um,
Lineage.
cultural upbringing may have been a little different than mine. Um, and I'm not saying I don't like this, but the one thing that always has bothered me is you see the word Harlem Heat, and then Booker T opens his mouth with that accent. It's like Harlem Heat, and he opens his mouth, and all I hear is "I'm from Texas." That I don't know what it is, but that has always just stuck with me. But other than that, it's not a bad gimmick. I don't think it's, like you said, it could have been. Honestly, I'll put it this way: imagine Harlem Heat in Vince's hands. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go there. What I'm picturing it looking like, but you can use your own imagination of what Vince would have turned Harlem Heat into.
Yes.
So again, kudos to WCW for not doing that. I'm not quite as high as you on this, mainly because of the accent thing. I'm going to give it a 6 because, well, yeah, I'm going to stick with a 6, mainly just because of the accent thing.
That's fair. And I mean, honestly, looking back, it's a lot more comical now than it was like when I'm a kid. I'm just like, wow, these guys are from Harlem. But then again, this is also a time when I thought an Alabama slam was literally invented in Alabama. So, I mean,
Do you mean the Alabama Jam isn't either? All right. All right. So booking for 1997 Harlem Heat. This one's tough
yes.
because the tag titles in 1997 were, I mean, the last 6 months probably have been maybe 3 or 4 months. I'm thinking when the Steiners have had them, not truly defended them that much, and then you've got the outsiders walking around with fake belts.
Yep.
And then you've got to remember that we had Harlem Heat lose clean twice. Twice clean. Slicker than a damn whistle to Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So we could feed Public Enemy or Public Enemy versus the Steiners at a pay-per-view. That's where they win. Granted, we've seen Harlem Heat versus the Steiners a couple times, but that booking, it left a bad taste in my mouth. It still leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Overall, I think they could have been booked a lot better, a lot stronger. Even
Right.
I'm gonna. I've got a number in my head, but I'm trying to talk myself into higher, but I don't know if I can. I don't. Uh, um, I'm gonna go with a 4. I'm gonna go with a 4. I was trying. I was wanting to go 3, but they did have some high points. They had their. I think they might have started this year with as a champs. Or I know they've had them at some point this year and lost them to somebody. I don't know, but that losing clean to Public Enemy just killed it for me this year.
I mean, it definitely killed the momentum. And it's one of the, I don't know if that was something where they're like, oh, we're trying to, mix it up or something. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't have gone that route personally, but that's just me. Um, yeah, like the booking for Harlem Heat this year was kind of meh at best. It wasn't where it should have been, in my opinion. Um, and that's why I'm going to go with a 4 as well, actually, because I mean we've seen them on TV and things. They've been in matches, but it seems like they really haven't amounted to much in the later part of the year.
Yeah, well, and again on that, it's not, and that's not a knock against them. Stevie Ray was hurt for a while,
True.
so all right. Well, that brings our total of Harlem Heat. Let's go through the numbers. In ring work 9 and 8. Mic skills both gave us some 7. Look 5 and 6. Gimmick 8 and 6. Booking 4, and you said 4. That gives us a grand total of they must be a Nintendo in 1997 because they come out to 64.
I see what you did there.
Because I love my N64 in 1997. I will still call that the GOAT of consoles. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I'm going to argue with that.
But 64, that seems low. Bad booking, not great look. But I mean, it's not terrible. Again, if we're going out of 100, 50s, not a bad score when you're breaking it down like this. And this was the whole point of breaking it down like this. Because if I would have said, if I'd have told you rank Harlem Heat just right now 1 out of 100, you'd have been higher than that. But when you break these down to individual things, start looking at it like this, it throws it up a little bit because that puts them 10 points behind DDP and a good, I'm bad at math, 25 and ahead of Disco. So they're not near the bottom, but they're not close to the top. They're 30 points off our top spot. All right. I don't like our next. I don't like who I put in there. I want to change it. Arnold, give me somebody from WWF.
Somebody from WWF. Um, hmm. Trying to think, 1997 now. Wait, I have my list here. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Use your list because I have somebody. For some reason I wrote Shamrock on here, and he's just not been a big enough player to even fool with. Don't know why I put that there.
How about Mrs. Foley's little boy?
Mrs. Foley's baby boy. I like that one. Let's do. Now, are we? We've seen. We've seen what you just going to do Mick Foley and do all the iterations, or
Hmm.
because I do believe we've seen
I think
two.
we've seen two of the three. I don't think we've seen well,
Have we seen?
no. Yeah, we've seen everybody.
Okay, well we'll just do Mick Foley times three.
Yeah. I just remembered that we saw the infamous promo where he had all three
That's right.
up on the screen. God, that
Mick,
was awesome.
Mick Foley times three. All right, so he has a possible score of 300. No, I'm kidding. Still gonna care. I'm still gonna grade him as one person. Um,
Numbers one, two, and three, Mick Foley. No, I'm kidding.
this has just been hard because we haven't got to see WWF in a while. That's
True.
starting to bother me that we can't do WWF and we've turned into basically a WCW podcast. But
Thanks, WWE.
yeah, no, thanks TKO.
Yeah, good point.
How many people out there are giving ESPN $29.99 a month so we can pay for less than what we got with the network?
Ah,
Pay 3 times as much and get 3 times as less.
yeah, no thanks.
I knew from the second they shut down the network that we were all screwed. We
Mm.
had it we had it perfect with the network. We had everything today. We had pay-per-views. We had everything from now until 1920 basically.
And original programming.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But nope, somebody got greedy.
Hmm. Shocker.
Yeah. All right. Mick Foley's baby boy. I'll go backwards and we'll start with booking. I'll start with this one. How has Mick Foley's baby boy been booked in 1997? I mean, if you're going to make a case for a 5 being dead in the middle, I think this is the case for being 5 dead in the middle. He's been there. He's had feuds. He's had matches. He's not been the top of the card. He's not really been the bottom of the card. He's just there. So I don't think that's a bad thing for Mick right now. I think Mick's still finding himself in WWF. Even as Mankind, Dude Love, and now some I think when we left off, we were just starting to see Cactus Jack with. Have we seen Chainsaw Charlie yet? See, I can't. It's been so long since we watched it.
It's been a minute.
I can't remember if that's just me knowing or what we watched. God, I miss it because that was one of my favorite feuds: is the Outlaws versus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie. Just to watch Terry Funk run around with a sock on his head, swinging a chainsaw. God, memories. Hmm.
Can't argue. Hey, I mean, that'll be fun. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we've gotten that far.
Okay. Well,
uh,
spoilers. All right. Well, I'm going with a 5.
yeah, five is honestly more than fair in that regard. I mean, even with what we've seen, like, I mean, he's kind of floating around the middle right now. Like, you get a pop, he's like upper middle card right now. I would say, like, he's feuding with guys, but it's usually like, all right, giving you a little bit of a push here, but we're pushing this guy. It'll look good. You'll have to take a few dings, but it'll be good. Um, that's really about it there. Already seen this poor man put himself through a good bit so far, um, for this company. And hey, I mean, he rolls with the punches, but I mean, that didn't mean much if you're not getting booked properly. So, I mean, yeah, five is more than fair for that.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Bill, I would love to be a 5 when somebody says, have a good book. You're right down the middle. Paycheck, buddy. Thank
Hmm.
you.
Go out there,
All
get
right.
chucked off a cage, and hit the hay window.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, gimmick. I'm going to do this in a fun way. I'm going to say that Cactus Jack, that that whole hardcore crazy Mick Foley, 10 out of 10. Mankind, the pig squealing, hair ripping, not Mr. Sacco yet. We're talking about the original version of Mankind, like in the brown with the leather face mask, ripping the hair out, squealing like a pig. I'm going to give that a 9. And I'm going to give Dude Love uh, 5 down the middle. It wasn't great. It wasn't stupid. It wasn't awful. Wasn't great. It was just down the middle. I'm going to average those three together and give his gimmick an 8
Hmm.
because Mick Foley can rock a gimmick. I think we learned that when he. I think everybody can agree out of the three, Dude Love's the weakest,
Uh,
and he still got it over gangbusters.
yep.
I mean, it's a guy in tie dye who calls people cats and does the Charleston. That's the gimmick. And says, "Ooh, baby," a lot. It was stupid. It didn't have anything to do with anything. And he got it over. So just kudos to Mick.
Very true. Um, all those are good scores. Yeah, Cactus Jack absolutely would get a 10 by itself. Um, Mankind, I big fan of that one. Like it was you get these random vignettes, he's just sitting in the boiler room, says just rambles. And then even the commentaries was like, what was that? This is like this is Mick. Um Arguably one of my favorite vignettes there was when he was with Terry and Gold Rush or Gold Rush, Gold Dust. He's just sitting there
Oh,
petting the wig. That was funny. Um, wow. I'm gonna be real. That gets a 10 for me too. Just how unhinged he was as Mankind. And I'll say, yeah, Dude Love, that's a 5. As it's right down the middle. I can dig it. It's there. I don't hate it. I'll say if I had to average it, that'd probably be about a 9.
is that your score?
That's it.
I'll lock it in a 9. I mean, we're not far off. But yeah, I forgot to say every time I say Cactus Jack, bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't do that. All right, now here's gonna be the fun one for Mick Foley. Look, look. Um, he wore sweatpants because he just didn't like to wash stuff and rest. He wanted to wrestle in sweatpants, so he did. Um, the Mankind mask is pretty cool. Cactus Jack has a really cool shirt. Dude Love has tie dye. Honestly, none of this is about the look. I mean, he has the crazy beard and hair, but that's just Mick Foley. Apparently, the way he always is. I can't, in good conscience, go higher than a 4 on look just because it's not a good look. I mean, it's it works. So I don't know if it's so much as works or just that everybody loves Mick now and has just kind of accepted it as being what it is. But I mean, yeah, okay, it's sweatpants, it's tennis shoes. That's probably a 0.
Yeah.
But the mask is cool. The Cactus Jack t-shirt's iconic. I'm gonna give it a 4. I mean, that's probably being a little generous. Mick Foley, sorry, in no iteration has a good look.
I still don't know where I would go with that, in all honesty, because I mean, they're all, yeah. Because Mankind is kind of unique-ish, I guess. Definitely someone who shouldn't step outside of a nut house. Dude Love, is basically stuck at Woodstock. He definitely had the brown acid. Um, Cactus Jack looks like a dude at your kid's little league softball game. Doesn't have any kids there, just likes to hang out. Not like in a weird way, just kind of reliving the glory days.
But it'll come back tomorrow for beer league softball and hit 6 homers.
Exactly. That's the guy. He's there for the love of the game. But you don't talk to him because he probably has some really weird shit to say.
Probably try to talk you into telling you Tylenol causes autism.
So yeah, you see that pole over there? Yeah, I hit that pole back when I was 8 in Little League. Like, cool. Got a Billy beer in his hand. Like, how did you get one of these? But oh yeah, but look wise, yeah, like honestly, I'm gonna say a 3 overall. Like your description was too good. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like, to be honest, Mick Foley wrestling, if we're just going on looks, looks like somebody shoved 280 pounds of Play-Doh in sweatpants. It is what it
Fair.
is.
Yeah.
All right, Mick Foley, mic skills. I'm gonna get some shit on this. I know I am. I'm gonna get some flack, and some people are gonna yell at me and going, "Oh my god, how can you give Mick Foley that?" I'm giving Mick Foley a 10, and for one reason, and one reason only, because how many other people in the history of wrestling have ever had a mic stuck in their face and all they did was squeal like a pig and it made sense and got over and worked? One, and his name is Michabard Foley. So 10, 10 on the pig squeal. I don't care. It's all just a pig squeal. 10. All right. To be fair, to be honest, though, I mean, he does. I'm basically, if I'm talking about Mike Skills and Mick Foley, this is everything Mankind. And he got that character over. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's a
Mhm.
10. It's a 10 for me, dog.
That's the thing is like even the incoherent stuff with the like really low frame rate camera, and he's just in the sitting cross leg and leaning or rocking back and forth and just saying weird things. And I'm just like, nah, man, I'm with this totally makes sense. Rip some hair out, maybe shriek a little bit, maybe scream, yell at people. It's like, you know what? Yeah, this is absolutely Mankind. And I mean, shoot, I mean, especially at this point, you're 3 different wrestlers in one. You gotta know how to talk.
Yep.
So I mean,
And all three of them are so unique and different.
mhm. Right. It's not the same guy wearing tie-dye, but then comes out later wearing a leather face. Then comes out later and gets hit with barbed wire. It's the same guy, but they are very unique.
Exactly.
And that alone is worth a 10. It's just like,
Oh, you're going 10 too.
yeah, it's like that alone's worth a 10. Because it's like, hey, I'm Mankind. And then, come out later, I'm Cactus Jack, bang, bang. And it's just like, oh,
I guess maybe I won't catch too much flack. All right, Arnold. Here's going to be the debatable one, I think, depending on who you talk to. Mick Foley in ring work.
Yeah, this one is debatable for sure. Because, I mean, can he go? Yeah, he can go. Would I call Mick Foley like a technician? No. He's not very technically sound, but he keeps it entertaining. And even to this day, some of the stuff they pulled with him in the ring, they can
We have
try, but I don't think that could ever be replicated.
no,
Um
and we haven't even got that part yet.
uh-uh. And it's just like it's just hard at this point in 97. Because I mean, we it's just been kind of him doing his thing. And I mean, based on everybody else right now, it's slightly sloppy. This one, I'll be honest, I'm gonna go with a six. We'll go with a six.
Okay,
Because yeah, I mean, it's not like it's like, ew, that's not wrestling, but it's just it's different right now.
gotcha. Um, this is one, and it's going to depend on how you think of it. Is he entertaining to watch in the ring? Absolutely. I could probably give it an 8. Is he technically sound? No. Does he just take a bunch of big hard bumps for pops? Probably. We're looking at a lot lower. So I don't think anybody's ever said, "Hey, there's a Mick Foley match. Let's go watch it because let's see how great he is in between the ropes." I think it's a lot about that, his gimmick, his mic skill, and just enough in-ring work to make those work. No pun intended. So I'm going to just put it right down the middle and say a 5. I mean, it's average. It's not great. It's not bad. I think again, definitely like his booking. I think that's a good definition for it. Let's add these up. Wait, oops, wrong button. Sorry. Let's start over here. Herdy. All right, that adds up to dum 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 dum. Drum roll, please. Oh, wrong mouse. 65. 65 puts him one place ahead of Harlem Heat. So we have Shawn Michaels at 94, Steve Austin at 80, DDP at 74, Mick Foley at 65, and Harlem Heat at 64. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right, Arnold. Let's do one more for the night. We're gonna stretch this out a few weeks. It looks like that's cool. Do one more, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep it in the order I've got it here. We're gonna start off with. Oh wait, who's that? Who's that coming down? Oh, he's just coming down there. Oh, he only has to wrestle 6 times a year. Okay, that's right. It's Hollywood Hogan. Gonna
Mm.
break it down. Sorry. Oh no, wait, that's DX, not NWO. Sorry. No. We're gonna rate Hogan. All right. I wish we'd have started from the other direction because I think that'd have been easier. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to kick that door of controversy open, and we're going to start with in ring work. Is it my turn, Arnold?
I believe so.
This ought to be fun. Hogan's in ring work in 1997. Is it terrible? No. Is it basic, limited, and just enough to get by and through a match? Absolutely. Is there anything wrong with him doing that as the champ in 1997? No. He comes out, he does his heel work, he lets them have a comeback. They cheat, cut it off in the match. I don't have a problem with Hogan's in ring work. You know who does and is going to have a big problem with it? If you try to use the word work rate. And I hate that. It's not a thing. I'm sorry. Throwing the most moves you can at somebody does not make you a great wrestler. Kenny Omega, just sorry. Something in my throat here. Oh, sorry about that. I have no problem with Hogan's in ring work in 1997. It doesn't need to be any more than what he's making it. And for his age, kudos for him for working that out. I'm going to give his in ring work a 7.
That's fair. I mean, realistically, I mean, you think about it. I mean, shoot, what he's done's got him as far as it has. You know?
Now, I'll say I can see somebody making the argument for the other direction and doing like 2 or 3 because they want to see something other than what he is. But I don't think he has to be anything other than what he is.
Nah. So you go in. I mean, it's the same formula. You go in, you start off with some wrestling and whatnot, and then you end up in trouble. Oh no, what's going to happen? You hulk up, guy punches you a couple times, and you point at him and say, "That's not going to work for me, brother." Hit him with a clothesline, come off, leg drop, 1, 2, 3, hit the pose. At least now you're a heel, so God forbid you win clean when you do wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, well, now, we do the same thing, except my goons jump you, and then we spray paint NWO on your back, and then I flex. So, but I mean, really, it's just one of those things. I mean, either whether they're cheering or booing, I mean, the crowd still eats it up. So it's like, why not? This guy's been a name in wrestling. So, I mean, I'm gonna give it a 7 because I mean, it's like I said, I mean, the formula it works and has at this point for, I mean, almost 2 decades by this point. So, I mean, why not, brother? Go for it.
Yep. No, I obviously can't argue since we had the same score. So 7's all around for Hogan's in ring work. I'm sure that'll get us some plaque somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Bring it on. And our second category for this Mike skill in 1997 for Hogan. I might piss off a lot of people. Hogan's not bad on the mic. You got to remember, he's only been a heel for about a year and a half, as of recording, where we are. So he's not like he's been working this for years. He was a face for 15 years, 16, almost 17 years before he turned. Never worked as a heel, and now is. Is it going to be the speech and the promo we have to play at the Hall of Fame every year to say this is what a heel should be? No. Is the incessant, annoying prick who you just wanted to reach through your TV and slap? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the greatest heel promo in the history of wrestling? No. Does it need to be? Again, just like we talked about his in ring work. Does it need to be? He's the champ. He has the belt. That should be enough for you to want to go after him. Whatever he says is just gravy on the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I don't like to listen to him. Um, I hate when they have him and Bischoff out there for 25 minutes.
Ugh.
Doesn't happen often, but it's been out there where they've been out there a little too long. I mean, I guess that's not anything to do with his mic skill. That'd be more of his booking. So we'll pack that little nugget away for a minute. I had a score, and I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go Hogan's mic skills a 9.
9. So I can't argue with that one. And like I said, he's only been doing this for the last year and a half or so, give or take. And on top of that, just knowing how big of a star, even in '97, that Hogan was, like, he plays his part well in that. And in regards to, you want to reach for the TV and go after this guy. Anytime he's in the ring, they're chucking trash. We've seen fans get taken over and we've seen fans get dragged to the back and be taught a lesson in why you should stay behind the barricade a few times. Or what was it Bobby Heenan used to say? Was it the Crowbar Hotel or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's funny, I brought that up to somebody the other day. I was like, yeah, you don't see too many people do that anymore. And back in the day, it's like even the refs, they'd be like, hey man, you're doing a little too much. You got this guy in a sleeper hold. But he could do that. He had that sort of star power. So it's like, all right, so when I do these heel promos, I lean into that. I've got all this money, I've got all these cars, I've got planes. We watched them give Hogan like 7 motorcycles for no reason and a cartoonishly long limo. Oh, that was a nightmare. But at the end of the day, though, Mike's skills in general, if you were cheering Hogan, he had you motivated. You were ready to go out and fight Andre the Giant as a baby face.
Yeah.
And as a heel, you're just like, oh my goodness, like, I wish I was in the crowd. I want to throw something at you. It works, man. So I'm right there with you. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay. All right. Here, this one's going to be good. All right. Fu Manchu me away and tell me about his look.
Let's just say you could definitely tell that Hogan's a heel now. Like, he was tan when we were still doing the ketchup and mustard thing, but he's got a darker tan now. And he's got that, he's still got the handlebar because, that's his trademark look. Why not? But now he wears sunglasses and has a 5 o'clock shadow that doesn't match the color of his mustache.
Yeah, that always struck me as so weird.
So now we know that Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, is a certified badass or something. Gotta give it to him, man. Like, if you're going to take probably, arguably, the biggest wrestler in the business and turn him heel, they did it right. Because this does not look like the man who was telling me to say my prayers and eat my vitamins.
Yep.
This is a dude that's telling me to go out and like steal a car and then spray paint NWO on it.
First, before I steal that car, though, go take Mama's checkbook first.
There you go.
You're going to need that bankrolled.
Need a scapegoat. Like, nope, it was her. I'm kidding. Love you, mom. I'm gonna be real. This gets a 10 for me. I
Ooh.
mean, there's no other way to take someone like Hogan and then do that and make it somewhat believable.
All right, you're barking right up my tree because I was gonna say 10 too. I mean, even the insane balding look, nobody says, "Oh, look at the old man balding." We just kind of accepted it for the last like 7, 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he wears those sunglasses now, and he just looks like a douche, which is perfect because when you stand next to Eric Bischoff and you're the one that looks like the douche, you know you're working hard on your look. Sorry, sleazy E, but yeah, you were kind of a douche looker. Um, the gear, the black and white with the lightning, great, always works out perfect. Um, not a whole lot I can say about this. It's black and white NWO spray painted belt, which, by the way, I hope I've never found out. I hope that's not the real big gold belt they spray painted. I hope it was a copy. But anywho, yeah, I gave it a 10. I like it's a great gimmick, or it's a great look for a all time baby face switch to heel. It's perfect. Works great. And on that note, gimmick. Hollywood Hulk Hogan doesn't want you to eat your vegetables, say your prayers. He wants you to go to your ex girlfriend's house, knock up her mama, and then rob a 7-Eleven. That's Hollywood Hogan. And let me tell you, as far as gimmick goes, I'm I I hmm, Arnold, this is hard for me to say. As far as that gimmick goes, hold on a minute. I don't know if I'm paused recording over here or not. I don't know how to pause the recording. I don't think I can. I was falling asleep.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you noticed that or not.
A little bit, but I couldn't tell if it was that or artifacts on the screen.
Okay. All right. Let me go back to recording. As far as that gimmick goes, it's perfect. It's perfect for what he is. All right, other me, be quiet. Sorry, YouTube was yelling at me. That gimmick is perfect for a heel. The Hollywood go to make movies gives him an excuse not to be there, so we resent him not being there. Um, he works it as good as you're going to get. I don't think he's perfect as a heel. I still think he has some babyface tendencies, especially in promos, to hold back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't give it a 10, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can. I'm gonna give it a 10. It's the perfect gimmick for the perfect wrestler at the perfect time. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Yeah, that works. I mean, I even think back to when, the heel turn happened. And I mean, the fact that that took the wrestling world by storm. Like, I can't think of too many heel turns that had quite that sort of impact. Like, people were crying, like actual tears. And, even still, like, this far into it, the crowd, you would think they just kind of like, he's back. But no, I mean, they are loud and hearty boos every time he comes out from the back. And that's the way it's supposed to be. That's how they did it. And it worked perfectly. And it's like, it was the right guy in the right place at the right time who was able to be like, here's an idea. Let's make Hogan a heel. What? Let's do it. Why not? Holy crap. And it was just perfect for what it was. This gets a 10 for me.
Ooh. All right. All right. So finishing out Arnold, booking for Hogan.
Oh boy. What booking? Excuse me. I think we might have seen him wrestle maybe what, 5 or 6 times all year.
I think he
You
is,
ever-
if I remember his contract, I read it the other day. He has 4 pay-per-views that he has to main event. Like he can't just be on the card, has to be the main event. And then I think he has like 10 nitros. He has to, but he can opt into more if he wants to. They can't make him do more, or maybe it was just, I don't know. There was a number of nitros, and then he could opt in if he wanted to.
Huh. Yeah. Um,
Now that's wrestle. That's not like appear.
mm,
I think he has to appear at them, but to physically contact in the ring, there was a number, and then he could if he wanted to pass that.
huh. Man, talk about a cushy contract.
Yeah.
I'd love that. Well, yeah, I'll take a couple months off. I'll see you guys in like July. Finish out the year strong.
Happy New Year. I'm tired. See y'all bash the beach.
Right. Like, so I mean, he appears, but it seems like the booking, as far as like matches go, feels like it's close to non-existent in a way. And even then, if you don't win the match, it's a DQ. Like, not sitting there saying, "Oh, I want to see Hogan lose," whatever. But it's just like, okay, you only do in ring so often, and then you either win some nefarious way, or your B squad comes out and beats people up. So the match just doesn't finish, roll credits. And that's kind of boring to me. So, I mean, I'm going to be real. It's a 4 for me. Because, I mean, sure, Hogan shows up, he flaps his gums for a little bit, then he's gone again. Then he might wrestle somebody, and then we won't see him again for like 3 weeks in the ring. So it's like, yeah, I'm good on that. It's a 4.
4. Okay. That's not where we're, I think maybe the farthest off we're going to be, or we have been so far on anything. I'm looking back through the numbers. Um, Trying to think, we've only been a couple off, like three. There's a 3 and a 1, 4 and a 2, 10 and a 7. So we've only been like 3 off. I think it's the highest we've been off. Well, we're about ready to go 6 off because I'm giving Hogan a 10 because
Oh,
I'm looking at it from the opposite end. He's booked perfectly. He shows up when he needs to. I mean, he is a part timer at this point. We didn't know that back then, but even then, he's. I don't feel like I need to see him on Nitro week in, week out. I almost feel like it adds more to the mystique of, not even the mystique, the douchiness of him holding the title, that he just doesn't defend it every week on Nitro. And I think that adds to the character more than it subtracts. The 4 pay-per-views, I'd like to see more. I would like to see him at more pay-per-views, but it's not like I actually, I probably have noticed. I'm going to drop it down to a 9 just because because I have said before that I think he should be at more pay-per-views.
Yes.
So I'm going to drop it down 1 for that. So we're still pretty far off. Other than that, I think his booking slash, I should break for him, booking slash politics has been okay. You know what? I'm going to take another point off of that nightmare he caused at what we just watched a couple weeks ago.
Starcade, right?
Starcade. I almost want to say Super Brawl. I'm like, it's not it. Starcade. So I'm going to go down to an 8. So we're only 4 off. And I'm going to shut up before I start talking myself even lower. So let's see where Hogan started off strong, but let's see how that affects him here at the end. Oh, that brings Hulk Hogan, wrong mouse, in at 83, putting him in second place at, let's see, first, let's just 94, Shawn Michaels. Number 2, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, 83. Shawn's got a pretty good lead right now. Stone Cold coming in third at 80. Fourth, DDP at 74. Fifth, Mrs. Foley's Baby Boy at 65. And Harlem Heat coming in next at 64. And way down there at the bottom where he belongs, Disco Inferno, Suck It Glenn, Choke on a Pretzel. Yeah. So we've done 7. And we're going to keep doing more. I hope you guys are liking these. And you're probably going, yeah, you're just stalling until you can try to find some way to watch Raw again. Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Pretty much.
Not going to lie. This is, I think I've found a way, but I don't want to pay extra for it. So, trying to, hoping they put the library up somewhere. We
Please.
can, yeah, please. Oh, another thing. Oh, I wish I had more energy to throw a rant out. Sticking WrestleMania in a foreign country. Q TKO. Q.
Seriously, what?
I don't care that they put it in another country. I'll put it, let me change it. If you're going to do that, you go to England, you go to Japan, Mexico. You don't go to Saudi Arabia.
Why does that not surprise me?
Gee, I wonder how they got it. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I mean, we've already had it in another country. We had it in Canada, so I can't just say, hey, you can't go to another country. I mean, calling Canada another country is kind of like, well, I don't know. Anywho, so I hope you guys are, like I said, I hope you're liking these rankings. Yes, we're killing some time waiting for, because we're way far ahead on WCW now. We're gonna have to go back and probably have a couple months worth of watching WWF to catch up. It may be some, I don't know. We'll figure it out when and if we can watch it. If not,
Mm.
we're going to have some discussion of what this podcast is going to turn into. Is it going to be a WCW only? Hate that, but we'll see. Right now, we're doing this. I like this. We've got at least probably 10 more wrestlers we can do so we can stretch it out into 2 or 3 more weeks. And I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I don't know about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see the breakdown. Um, Other than that, I don't have a whole lot to say. What about you, Arnold?
Say that if you guys want to, you know, join us on this journey and, maybe even send us some rankings of your own, you can reach us via the email at AEWR316 at gmail.com.
Right. Set that alarm button on YouTube so you see when we're going live. Jump on and chat with us. That'd be a good way to do it. Tell me that you think I'm an idiot for giving Hogan an 8 booking. You know what? No. Tell Arnold he's an idiot for giving him a 4. Dude was champ all year long.
Well,
No,
yeah,
it
it's
wasn't.
kind of easy to be champ when you only wrestle like 4 times a year.
No, it wasn't. He lost it. Then he got it right back like 2 weeks later, but whatever. Long live Lex Luger's title reign. Anywho, so yeah. So far, none of the rankings are really like mind blowing. Shawn Michaels having that big of a lead is kind of crazy. I mean, a 11-point lead on second place. I have a feeling who we're going to do next week. I just realized something that I put somebody on here that I have a feeling maybe dead last just for one thing and one thing only. It's because he spent his entire time in the rafters this year. I mean, booking great, gimmick great, look great, mic skills 0, in ring work 2, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't said a word, hasn't done a lot other than hit people with a bat. I don't know. Maybe we'll say something different next week. Who knows? Tune in and find out. I think next week, let's see, we did 3 this week. I think we maybe 4. We'll do Undertaker, Sting. Who else we got? Bret Hart, maybe. If I can't type. Bret Hart. And then how about those New Age Outlaws? No, because we haven't even got them named yet. Can't do them yet. They don't have a name yet. Who's it? We'll figure that out later. That's not an on-air conversation. I don't know what I'm doing. Falling asleep. Narcolepsy sucks.
Agreed.
All right, you gave our email out. Eventually, I swear to God, one day that Facebook page will get started when I get a chance. Yeah, one of these days. One of these days. All right. Well, Arnold, I'm tired. Take us home.
Will do. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us again today. Appreciate having you guys here as always. That being said, I'm the man with the velvet vocal cords, Arnold. With me as always, my tag team partner, the thrice named Armchair Booker of the Year. Hoping for a fourth. Get them votes out. The Big Drewski. We're lying on our backs staring up at those lights. 1, 2, 3.
Disco Inferno sucks.